few years back, if you had told me I would find so much comfort in such an old house deep in the village, I would have just laughed it off. When I got informed of the availability of this house, I was like, nah, that can never be me. I hadn't even seen it, but I couldn't imagine living in a place where I can just take a walk and buy chapatis from the cafeteria across. I'm not that good at making chapatis, but I do love them. A place where nobody, well, almost nobody, knows what salsa or bachata is. A dance that I enjoyed every weekend for many years. That was a hard one for me to let go actually, but I can always dance in the house or among trees now. One day, out of mere curiosity, I decided to visit the house. And for sure, it was nothing close to impressive. It didn't even look livable to me. An old, rusted, leaking roof, wall lizards everywhere, safari ants at the doorstep, red walls and floors that made it look like a butchery, nothing like a wardrobe to accommodate our clothes, or even a kitchen cabinet for our kitchenware. The list was endless. But then, there was the environment. It was right in the middle of. So serene, full of greenery, all kinds of birds, all over with a melodious coos, goats bleating at a distance, farms with fresh produce a walk away, fresh fish from the nearby rivers, calming quietness, beautiful weather, the beautiful sounds of nature, another endless list. Long story short, I turned a blind eye to how the house looked and told my then fiance, now my husband, we are moving in. We can bring up our little family here for as long as we need to. I told him to leave it up to me to make the house livable and comfy. Well, he had no doubts about my ability to do that, so we went ahead. Again, it was so close to my workplace anyway. I walked to work on a regular basis. We put in a lot of work to make it comfortable. We still do. It's a process. But it was the best decision ever. After a long day spent at work or just any kind of day, I always long to get back here in my little cocoon. Today I'm making samosas for the very first time in my life. When it comes to anything pastry, the man of the house has always had us covered. But today I decided to embarrass myself. Well, they turned out to be quite good actually, way beyond expectation. Though getting the pockets done was not an easy task, but I managed. With more practice, I believe I'll get better and it will get easy. This kitchen garden we have today was bare, hard ground when we moved here, but we have slowly turned it into a garden that serves us so well. Sometimes bugs and some weird diseases that get the leaves drying up in a few days really do us the injustice of destroying the veggies, but well, we do manage. This one decided to totally misbehave, but then there was no way I was going to let it beat me. I was going to even make it a burrito, if need be. And since I'm planning to be making more and more samosas, I decided to plant more onions for them in our little while-serving kitchen garden. Living here has totally transformed my view of what it takes to live a good life, what it takes to take care of our mental and physical health, what it takes to feel fulfilled. It's not about everything going right. It's not about being in the rich suburbs of the big city. It's not about a passport that's full of stamps. It's not about having multiple jobs, giving you loads and loads of cash. Of course, these are nice things to have, but they're not an indicator of how fulfilled or beautiful your life is. Being in the countryside, living among nature, is not a guarantee either. What I have noticed is that it's all about perception and the mindset. However, being around nature and in an intentionally made home space makes a whole huge difference. It is such a catalyst for me to get into that mindset. It automatically serenades me to relaxation. And for me, sowing trees are not some random sowing trees. I look at them from the angle of calmness. As the wind blows, I will take note of how it caresses my face, and my heart just feels so full. Not forgetting being able to take these fulfilling, either long or short walks in nature. Well, I had a lot of things to deal with, but it was totally worth it. I was out there for more than an hour, a refreshing hour. And as expected, the samosas I had have already gotten used up, so it's time to fix something for my dominoes. This is ginger, and this one right here decided to dry up just like that, so I might as well dig it up and use it. I have come to realize that for sure the grass is not always greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. Also, you can make your little comfortable paradise just where you are. Thank you for joining me today.